Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM of this little game that we play. Now, please say hello to the players.
Yo, what's up? I'm Dylan. I play Blouts the Human Ranger.
My name is Darren, and I play Seltra, the Drow Artificer.
Hello. My name is Brittany, and I play Laurel, the half-elf paladin.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I play Mavari, the Tiefling Sorcerer.
Hello, my name is James. I play the Great Sage Tirani.
Hello there. I feel like it's been so long, when in fact it's been 15, 17 seconds. But it felt like a long time because I just sometimes miss talking to you guys so much. You know who else misses talking to you? Somebody who hasn't been in this episode. Say hi.
Hello, I am back.
So, when I was in college, that led into this great career I have. I did a class that made me study stereotypes. And they wanted me to find out what I can about the stereotypes of the job I have or had, and then see how much of it was accurate. And at the time, I was going to school full time, and I was working overnight as a grocery stocker, which is an underrated job, I will have you all know. A lot of people don't like it. You wear headphones, and you kind of do whatever you want. It's pretty great. As long as you put shit on a shelf, you're good to go. But turns out, at least at that time, because I know we're in a progressive society now, so things are a little different. But at that time, overnight grocery stockers were known to be ex-prisoners or ex-cons. What was it? Druggies, or drug dealers. Or I'm going to use, because again, different wording, on the spectrum. Suffice it to say, I think I'm pretty great, so I don't think I'm any of those things. Yep, nope. Most of those I'm not. But a lot of my coworkers also, none of those met those standards. But you know what? There's stereotypes for everything. Miranda, have you ever had anybody stereotype you and you're like, that's not right?
Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. One, being an American and Canadian, everyone just assumes you're gonna think the same. I grew up in an American household in Canada. So there's still, even though I've lived here most of my life, there's still a couple things here and there that I grew up in a different environment for, like, pronunciation of things. Things that I had for dinner were different. Believe it or not, there were things that, like cornbread. Just something as simple as cornbread. Nope. A lot of people here don't eat cornbread, at least to my understanding, at least in the area I'm in. There was one time I brought cornbread to work, and people are like, what the hell are you eating? And I'm like, it's cornbread. Like, here you go.
They didn't have a version of it or anything?
No. The closest, I'd say the closest thing, it's not even close, it would be fry bread. But that's a whole other thing. It's not even on the same category, but that's literally where my mind was going to, but.
I will say, I wouldn't miss cornbread, because with my current lifestyle, I have to not really eat butter. And cornbread, you already know. It must be, like it is law. It has to be saturated in butter.
Freaking-lutely.
You have to lick it and know that there's at least a tablespoon of butter in one bite.
That's a lot. Okay,
It's a
that's a little much for me.
Oh,
but
well, that's how I tell if I like something. I lick it.
Oh, good to know, I guess. So, going back to, like, stereotypes, though, I also work in an area where, as a technician, a lot of people will come up to our tech desk and they'll be like, oh, can I talk to him about skate sharpenings or bikes? And they're like, yeah, you're talking to them. They're like, no, I want to talk to the technician. And I'm literally standing there in a tech shirt, my tech button up and everything. No, I want to talk to the man in charge. With my store general manager tag also on. And I'm like, yes, I'm in charge of the store. I'm also in charge of the shop. I'm also the technician working. There was a circumstances where that kind of went a little ugly. Where now keep in mind, I know very minimal French. There was these French guys who came in, and they basically started talking in French in front of me about how I was going to be pathetic, my work wasn't going to be strong enough, and they refused to let me sharpen their skates because I was working in the shop, and so I kicked them out of the store and refused service.
Good for you.
Yay! But yes, just because I'm a female working in a service shop doesn't mean that my work is going to be poor quality.
So let's talk about some D&D stereotypes. Whenever someone from the streets, Jana from Cheerleading Squad looks at Miranda, the DM/player, Mosquito/38 other characters, this is what she might or not think about you. So I want you to go over with me and we'll agree true or false on some stereotypes. Okay. D&D characters don't need tragic backstories. I think that's accurate.
Yeah, that's very accurate. You could have a non-tragic backstory and be like, I'm going on an adventure.
Yeah. Okay. Lone wolf D&D players can cause large party issues. I think that's accurate.
That is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm just gonna sit here and sip my coffee.
No, you have to answer.
No, that is accurate. 100%.
No,
you're playing D&D to be with a group of people.
Yeah, I had a player one time. He was like, "Hey, my ranger's a lone wolf, so can I go off and do my own thing?" And I'm like, "Are you serious? Like that just means you don't come back next week? Are you wanting to leave?" And he was like, "No, I just want to do my own thing." And I'm like, "No, like the D&D party is the party. Like, I'm not gonna run 2 different campaigns." Well, I mean, I have before, but it's not the point. All right, next one. D&D players that are new should play chaotic, stupid characters. I think that's inaccurate.
Yeah, that's because even when I was brand new, I was neutral. I was just a neutral character because I also didn't have any idea what the hell's going on.
I encourage new people to play fighter. Like, I'm honestly, that's what I tell them. I'm like, what games have you played? And then we'll go from there. But for the most part, it's play a fighter, play something super basic. Don't worry about spell slots. Don't worry about deities and all this other bullshit. Just a fighter, just like a champion subclass fighter, to get your head wrapped around the game, and then you can multi-class or just create a new character later.
Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
All right, you ready for some quick ones?
Okay.
Every rogue is a thief. True.
Well,
who creates a rogue to donate money?
I did. Not Kita, though.
No shit. Okay, pictures or it didn't happen?
Shit.
Yep, that's what I thought. Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
You're a special cookie.
The rogue ended up being a cop and worked with the government.
But was it actually a rogue class?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you this one. All right, fine. Every good aligned character must fight in the name of justice.
Nah, I wouldn't say necessarily justice.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta fight for good, but it doesn't have to be justice. Well, that really depends on how you define justice. Because to me, it's kind of a yes. Because, like, justice is if you walk along the street, you see somebody getting beat up. Do you help? Yes. Because that's justice, is going over there and either beating the shit out of those guys or saving that person. So no matter how you go about it, it's good and just.
It's good behaviors.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to agree with that one. We have already disagreed. Do you agree with this one or no?
I would say, let's just agree on this one. There's no, I don't want to say there's an easier way to explain it, but yeah, let's just...
We'll agree on this one thing?
Yeah.
Every druid is a hippie.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely not. No. No.
They love trees. They have to. It's part of the class.
Yeah.
You can't play a druid and be like, man, I love cars. I mean, okay, it's D&D, so there are no cars.
Yeah,
But,
there you go.
You know what I mean. Can't be like, I'm a druid and I work on wagons as a hobby.
But like, think of possibilities of a druid artificer multi-class. Hmm.
Wouldn't they actually conflict with each other?
Yeah, they actually would. Technically.
So are we agreeing to disagree on this?
Yes.
Okay. Every wizard is only good for spellcasting. I agree, because that's their thing.
I have witnessed people make strength-based wizards before, and never once has it gone well.
There is a, what is it? There's one wizard subclass that is a fighter, but it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is right now though. I did not come to this conversation prepared.
We didn't do our homework.
Yeah, no, it's you know what? I'll go to the next one. I'll come back to it. Every ranger is a silent, stoic type who consistently wears a green cloak. You know?
To agree?
I want to agree. However, Dylan.
Oh, I forgot about Dylan.
Oh, hopefully he doesn't hear this.
Sorry, Dylan.
I mean, well, he's quiet. He doesn't talk that much, but when he does talk, he talks. So I'm gonna, man. So I guess it's black or white. I can't mostly agree. So I'm gonna say I agree because 90% of the time, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Also, Blade Singing Whisper. Blade Singing Whisper Wizard is the subclass I was trying to think of. And
There you go.
Sucks.
There it is.
Thank you. Oh, this one ought to be fun. I don't know if I should read it, but I'm gonna.
Uh-huh.
Every plate-wearing female has boob plate. Pause for laugh.
Mine didn't? For my paladin and my cleric? Although that never actually came up as part of any RP or anything, like... So
I've never had boobs, so I don't really get an opinion, but I could understand the discomfort. And in a fantasy world, I don't see why they can't just make that.
Yeah,
So-
even in my paladin drawing, which is posted behind me, there's no boob plate, but then again, it was a cat, so I was a tabaxi.
Every paladin guides his party. I'm gonna say I disagree.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Every halfling is a kleptomaniac.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. You know what? Yeah, I have to agree. Just because that's the way it is. And you know what? We're gonna end on this one. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Every princess is hot.
No.
I disagree. Because they're the princess. They're born into that shit, which means it's 100% genetics. What?
No. Not every princess is hot.
No. I can't give opinions because of some. There's always going to be somebody who blows up about it. But I'm just going to leave it there and say it. All right. So, if you're feeling down about yourself and thinking that people might look down on you, just remember, no matter what you do, somebody's going to think bad about it. So just fucking do whatever you want. You do you. Fuck these other people. If they look at you weird, take off your pants. That's my go-to.
Wait a minute.
My name is Becca, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
All right, let me can I show you something? So there's a wall over here on the far other side of here, and so I noticed that the bricks, they weren't like the rest of this place, right? So they weren't taken care of, they weren't in line. It was kind of crazy. So while they were all sleeping, I was bored, and so I started taking some of the bricks out because I was like, what's the harm in it? The worst that could happen is some bricks come out, some bricks come loose. Oh my god, maybe we'll find a word and have something different to eat. And he's like, ha ha. Anyway, so then I actually found a passageway, and if you guys would like, you can follow him into this passageway. He says,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
There's something in there. On the wall, I noticed that there's actually a map, and it's got some writing on it, and I don't really know what it means, but yeah. And if you look at it,
what language is it written in?
you're
Or
not.
is it?
Oh.
Yeah, is it one we know?
It is not a language you are familiar with, but it does have some writing kind of on the side of it as you're looking at this map, and the map looks like a very large kind of grassland area, and you can see spots of water and some trees. And there's like a small white cross in the very middle of it. Not a religious cross because this is a different land. But there is a small white cross in the very middle amongst all the trees and the water and everything. And bloop, that is the map that you see. And then on the side of it, kind of scratched into the wall itself, there is two different sets of words. One of them is one word, the other one is two words. The first one is teres, T-E-R-E-S, with an accent that we're not going to write down. And then beside it, kind of scratched in this like charcoal chalk, it says -8, 3. And then there on the other set of words, it says megalo skuliki. And then it says 10, -8.
Oh my god.
So he looks at
so
this,
much.
and then he looks back at you guys, and he's like, so what do you think? What do you think?
I don't recognize the language, but I assume the numbers are a map coordinate, possibly?
That's what I was thinking, but a part of me feels like the map coordinates aren't going to mean much if we don't know what the text means. If only because like it might be warning us about something, or it could be a landmark that we have to be able to find.
Well, it looks like a forest. I can make a lithograph, and that's a map at it. I am a sage.
Okay, all right. I have no idea what language this is. What are the odds of Mavari knowing?
Good as me. But I don't recognize it. It's not common, abyssal, celestial, primordial, or dragon.
Very, very multilingual.
I'm sage.
It's not. It does not seem to be Sylvan either.
Yes.
Way to go, James. You missed one.
Seltra.
Can't get them all. I tried.
I don't think it's Elvish, Undercommon, or Infernal. But could I have those words again? I'm writing them down.
Alrighty. Teras and megalo skuliki.
I'm just gonna spell it phonetically. There we go.
You got this.
All right. And then it was -8 in front of Teras and -10 after Megalos Kaliki.
So I will remind you, it is it's not written down like the rest of it. This is scratched in by charcoal, but it says -8, 3 next to Teras, and then 10 -8 next to Megalo Skudiki.
I can.
I don't want to make that. I don't know if I had that written down.
I can reproduce this as a map if one of y'all want to go back and talk to Mavari, see if she knows the language.
Yes, no, I shall Wait, no, Seltra, you wrote that down. You should do that. I don't want to mess it up.
I mean, I can. Hold on. Let's see.
She's a pretty decent linguist in her own right.
Exactly. She might know a little something.
Hold on, and then Seltra's gonna take a step back. Everybody move out of the way.
Okay. Out of the way. Up against like.
Oh, are you? Is that one of those picture makers you talked about?
Yeah, I'm gonna use magical tinkering and make a map, and basically copy the map as a hologram.
The ghost paintings.
Yes.
Yeah, the boy watches you with his mouth open and is just like, wow, I'm sorry about your skin condition, but that's amazing.
Yeah, this one's a little more severe than a skin condition.
I understand that. I once...
Seltra will actually pop his arm off.
And the kid passes
No. It's cool.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't
It's all
scream.
fine. It's good.
Your mother will come down here and hit us with an anchor.
Please, I don't want to be hit in the face with an anchor.
But I will walk up. Excuse me. With the.
Will you please quit fucking with a kid? That's rude.
He still has not put his arm back on.
Yeah.
Seltra, put your arm back on. Don't be rude.
But he is like, I'm gonna go show this to Mavar. I'll be right back.
All right.
The women just kind of watch you like, what the fuck?
Don't mind me. I don't have an arm.
He has the weirdest sense of humor.
He really does. That's why he's great.
And you're gonna walk back up, and he's actually looking at the ladder like, oh wait, and he's gonna put his arm back on and climb up the ladder.
After Seltra leaves and you're
He
kind of
does that
standing
on
there,
purpose.
like awkwardly for a little bit, the boy's like, "Are you guys heroes?"
On the low end.
Are you?
No.
Are you children of any gods?
If we were, we couldn't.
I mean,
tell
if you consider dragons gods, ja.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. So okay.
I'm a paladin of Torm. He is a god.
Oh, wow. Who's that?
Torm. He is a god of the people. He is a god of good, of protection, of justice, truth, righteousness.
Like Themis. She likes justice and truth.
I'm like, I'm not familiar. But no, through him, I am able to do things like I'm trying to see if there's like a spell that wouldn't freaking hold on. I don't. Yep, paladins don't get cantrips. I'm not burning any of my spell slots. He allows me to do certain things in battle. There are some, practical things that I can do too. Can't really demonstrate right now because it wouldn't really do anything. But it's great. I promise. It's fantastic.
So if I pray to Torm, will I get powers?
Well, it's a little more involved than that. Generally,
Sacrifice?
No sacrifice. No sacrifice. Maybe laying down your life for the innocent, but there's a whole thing. Like you could either be a priest or priestess. You can be a paladin, a warrior, like me, and the common folk also pray to him. But generally, that doesn't really come with any divine abilities unless you do something exceptional.
What'd you do?
Oh, well, I was, sort of kind of like this far off look on far off look in my eyes as the flashbacks start rolling in.
That's a long story.
Yeah, blink and shake my head a little bit. Well, it makes it sound worse than it actually is because of the connotation. Indoctrinated, into the fold. When I was quite young, I was taken in by the priestesses, taught the ways of Torm, and then I decided that I didn't want to be a priestess, I wanted to be a paladin. And through a lot of hard work, dedication, prayer, discipline, I was able to gain favor with him. and gain my abilities.
Oh, I can be a priest. That seems fun. Well,
Yes.
So I'll train to be a
Unfortunately,
priest, and then I'll change my mind.
no. No, that's not how that works. As a matter of fact, that's a perfect way to get in trouble.
But that's what you did.
She doesn't do it always right.
I stare at him and I'm
As I
like,
continue
no.
making a map.
Yeah, like no. I didn't change my mind. There are two branches, two ways to serve.
But we don't. Where did you go? I've never seen those options.
Oh well, I'm from a place that's very, very far away. I'm not from here.
I'm willing to travel. It's my
Oh, honey.
if my mom lets me.
Oh, honey.
Your mother might have a few words to say about that.
Oh yes, very much. And I honestly, I live
Don't
so
want
far
to get
away.
hit with an anchor.
I'm not even certain that I can go back right now. It's very, very far.
You can hear him like audibly lower his voice. He's like, I can go wherever I want.
Well, I mean, if you... I kind of stare at him. And I'm like, if you...
Looking for a squire?
No, I am not taking a child on this journey with us. This is a terrible idea.
Can I get you coffee?
No.
I'll do your laundry. I'll get your coffee. I'll wash your horse.
No, I don't.
Your baby Griffin.
I don't have a horse. I don't have a horse, not anymore. I haven't had retainers in forever, and I certainly not on this journey. It's far too dangerous.
We're about to head into the woods, boy. You don't want nothing of that. At least
Exactly.
wait until we get back.
And
That
your
guy's
mother,
small and he doesn't.
Who?
That guy in the back there, the very small guy. I'm bigger than him.
I smile and I point at you. Smile and point at you. Him?
Yeah. The one who weighs like 30 pounds.
Okay. That's a little rude. You don't know anything about Tyr, first of all. And secondly, he is a great sage.
I
And I
have
like-
additional abilities other than being stout, thankfully.
Yes.
He then
see-
asked what a sage is.
Oh, there we go.
But to keep out for an hour, we're going to jump over to Seltzer while
Yeah, because
Tyr explains
I'll
what a
talk
sage
for
is.
an hour. Yeah, no shit. He'll be so bored, he'll be asleep in 5 minutes.
Yep. You explain what a sage is, and Seltra, you reach the top floor. You can see Mavari kind of lean against the countertop, hiding. You can see Ginyel just laying there, kind of staring at her. They're just staring at each other. No talking. Barely breathing, just staring. And LFG's just sitting there, happy.
Boop, 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 boop.
Hey, you said I can see Mavari?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, they want to know if you can read this, and I'll put the little device on the table and project the map with the words on it.
Technically, Bavari can only read Common, Celestial, and Infernal, but from doing my reading in Delphi, do any of like the words have a similarity to maybe a language that's local?
Yes. The accents that is on the words, like the accent on the R to make it terras instead of terrace, you do see similarities in the accented letters.
Okay. It looks like it's a local language. I'm surprised if there were people down there.
Oh, there were.
They couldn't read it?
Apparently not.
I saw that the books in Delphi. Mavari will close her eyes and put her hand out towards it, and she'll reach to commune with Phoebe to see if Phoebe has any knowledge to spare.
I would like for you to roll a D100,
Okay.
if you would please.
39.
All right. So, we'll say she's able to get a little bit to you. Which word would you rather have translated? Or, I'm sorry, which group of words? There was two. As a reminder, one was Teres. The other one was Megaloskuliki.
We'll do the Megalos one.
All right. So you feel this warmth around you and this soft and comforting whisper in your ear. Beware the great worm.
Phoebe says it's something about beware the great worm.
A big worm. Nothing about. That's all
I
you got?
Mhm.
Okay. And Celtra will circle that one and then beware the great worm. Megaloskuliki.
And it must be an ancient language they don't use anymore if the people aren't able to read it.
Possibly. They don't know what monsters are, so if it's a great worm, I imagine it's like some sort of big monster. So they probably just don't use that word anymore. I mean, I don't know if you want to come down there with us. They might freak out because they kind of freaked out about me.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Do you need anything?
No, I'm fine.
Celtra open up his bag, you need water or food or something.
No.
Okay. I'll run back down there and let them know.
All right.
Ah, etc. What'd she say?
Just watch you run by. He sounds
Okay.
really out of breath.
Okay, so she said that this one, and he points to the Megaloskuliki one, means beware the great worm.
Okay, that's enough warning to waste a spell on. I say some very arcane Latinish words and cast comprehend language on the material.
All right.
On the wall.
So, Mabari was right. It is a common language here, but it is a very old version of a common language. You could say, the creation of this area, old. So thousands of years. Yeah. And so it does say, actually, it says, hungry, deep hunger monster for Teres. And then Megaloskiliki, it does say, great worm, beware.
Wondering if it's the travel underground type or the ones with wings. Looks like when we find a lake, we'll figure it out quickly.
So I will say with comprehend languages, you get to see how it's spelled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it is WORM.
Ah.
That is somehow more disconcerting than WYR.
Sorry.
It's an Alaskan bullworm.
I tell them what it means. So, we probably should be leery around the lake.
Yeah, so
But
are you
that's
sure it's
probably
W?
we're headed.
Are you
Yes,
sure it's
actually.
WORM?
It's Semio-Cyrillic. It's a different language on this world.
That's more disconcerting than an actual dragon.
I'd be worried about the dragon, personally.
I don't know if I'm more worried about the worm if it's big enough to have to beware. The biggest worm I've ever come across was when I was in the lake trying to get some bait for some fishing. That was a gigantic
Oh
worm.
no, no, I'm talking 6 feet wide.
What? Dear, what
It's
kind
a,
of worms are you coming across?
it's called a worm. It's actually a different species, and seeing your eyes dull right out, I'm not going to go into it. But
Wait, was it purple?
it was a faint shade, yes. But
My grandfather killed one of those once.
yeah, he's a dragon. I'm more worried about it.
Glancing back. and
So
forth.
worry about a worm thing near the water's edge at the lake in the middle of the forest.
I know about giant worm monsters.
You do?
Well, the ones I
He
know
lives
about.
underground.
The ones I know about are giant metal, and they have like a bunch of spinning saw blades in their mouths that spin one way, and then their
Your
mouths
world
spin the
is
other way.
terrifying.
Okay. Let's not. I'm
I
already
don't
getting.
know if it's that one, but
I'm already getting awful depictions of what we might be up against.
His world is terrifying.
Oh yes, no. You should see what he told me. Seltra, very fast. Tell me what you thought a dragon was. It sounded awful.
And then Seltra will make another projection of it looks like a giant T-Rex monster with like a sword for a tail and like cannons on its back, and there are little guns on its face, and inside of its mouth there's like 2 other guns and like a row of chainsaw like teeth.
That's a lot
Oh.
of tea.
That's really cool looking.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like from afar.
No, I would want one. Can you
Yeah, I
build
mean-
one? He grabbed Seltra by the shoulders. Can you build one?
If Ginyao could hear you now.
I know, right? Gideon's like,
Yo would be a great pilot for a giant
the
dragon. Think
betrayal.
about
Calm.
okay, all right.
Let's get our
Think
shit
about-
together. We got a forest to go through before night.
Yes,
Think
forced
about-
to go through it.
giving Geniel a mech suit.
So it's roughly 1 p.m. So you got plenty of time before nighttime, but
Okay, all right.
Well, we probably shouldn't go into the forest. We should camp right outside of it before and start out in the morning.
I agree. Oh god.
And I am so canceling my plan to go to your world.
I still
Not
want to.
everywhere is like that. My house isn't like that.
I still,
As long as you don't venture too far outside of civilization, you should be fine.
Oh, so it's like here.
Kinda.
sounds like it. But
I'm done here. We can go when you're ready.
I mean, I have nothing else to do. I already took a picture of the map.
I don't get to make pictures that fast, but
I like your map though, Tyr. It looks nice.
hey, it's good to have extras.
Plus, if you needed it, I could just like, I could just like project it again, and you could just. That one's a little bit more permanent than mine.
Zelda has ghost pictures.
So while they're discussing ghost pictures and all that, I have an odd question that I haven't been able to ask.
if you
Oh,
call
no.
it odd,
Here it
that
goes
scares
again.
me.
All
So
of your
they
questions are
started
odd.
talking about how. Yeah, I know. The people have mentioned that they feel like the outside is aging faster than they are. Can I make a check?
You talking about the basement itself, or the world outside, or which part?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll.
Oh. There I go.
Hello?
Sorry, it cut out. Roll what?
Hello there. Go ahead and roll whatever you want based on what you want to know. Like, this sounds like it's going to be almost straight Arcana, but you could roll history to try to reach into things you've learned throughout your family and your time, maybe some of the Feywild. But, I mean, just roll whatever you want.
I'll try
You
to
can roll athletics,
push
but it won't help.
push for Arcana.
Okay. Oh, nice.
19?
Okay, so you are you're aware how, maybe you're not perfectly aware, but you have read about how traveling planes and demiplanes works, and you did not cross any barriers. You did not feel any different. You could reach out to Ginyel and feel the bond with him. So you know you're not on a different plane. But there is some kind of magical influence upstairs that is not down here. You might believe that it stems from the force itself, and something changed recently, but you're not sure what it is or what it could be because you're not that familiar with the area.
Okay, second question. Are we in a forest? Technically.
Yes. Well, not in the basement.
Okay. when we exit the basement, Blatz will want to do something.
Okay.
I would like to, as everybody's leaving, I'd like to talk to Boren.
He looks excitedly at you. He's looking at your sword and your shield, even your symbol of Torm because it's a fist. He holds up a fist. He's like, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, look. Are you? So, and I show him my holy symbol. Like, so are you actually genuinely interested?
I want to help people. I want to do more. I want to leave here. I want to be able to, like, if these creatures came through and they killed the people I know, and then the people I did know, they all left, and if they're dead now too, I want to be able to help them. I want to be able to fight for them. I want to be able to protect them. If you guys, and he kind of quiets down. He's like, if you really meant to do us harm, I don't think my mother could hurt you, and I've seen her hurt a lot of people.
All right then. Well, and then I'll let me see. I don't have a dagger on me. I don't. But
Give him a +1 spear and +1 plate.
No, I'm not doing that. Are there?
You want to ask Zelda for a weapon because he's got a bunch.
Yeah, no. I'm going to call it Saltra.
Huh?
You got like a dagger, some sort of sharp implement.
He like stops.
Something small.
Opens his bag and just starts rifling through it. I got this dagger made out of a dragon tooth.
I'll take it. I'll give it back.
Wait, what are you gonna do with it? I think it has poison in it.
I just need to carve something.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go. Don't bury it.
No, I'm not. I told you I'm gonna give it right back.
Okay, no, I'm just saying. Don't bury it. Something bad happens if you bury it.
You can see with all this shouting, Jasmine's looking through the doorway, and she's like eyeing you near her son.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, what's gonna happen if I bury it? Zeltra.
What? Oh, a skeleton will come out and just start attacking stuff. Don't bury it.
I stare all wide-eyed.
The boy smiles. It's like wide-eyed.
Okay, yeah, no. Right. And then I actually start to carve into the wall in this tunnel a symbol of Torm, a pretty decently sized one. Got my actual like holy symbol for reference.
Yeah.
And like, I'm chiseling it out. Looks pretty good.
You imagine it looks pretty good, but does it?
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. So
Okay,
you
I
have.
can't make a roll for this.
I thought about it, but I was like, dude, no, she has no dexterity. So you've been working on being an artist. You mentioned it before during your downtime. So I would say with the reference and having enough time and a large wall as a canvas, you're able to draw a pretty decent symbol of Torm. It is easily recognizable.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give the skeleton tooth back to Seltra.
Oh, why do you have so many dangerous things? I'm pretty.
Yeah, that's what Laurel's wondering. Like, what is in that bag of yours or whatever? Okay. So, Lauren.
He's got all that in the bag, and then he throws darts.
Yeah. No, he's.
I'll
never understand. So anyway, Boren,
Yeah.
you want to help people.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
well,
ma'am. Yes,
if you-
lady. My lady. Yes.
No, just ma'am is fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So, if you truly want to help,
Uh-huh.
your mother looks like she's pretty good at combat and pretty gosh darn strong. She could throw an anchor.
You just hear this.
See if she's willing to teach you a little bit of self-defense and a little bit of combat. And every day, I gesture to the symbol, just pray in front of it. Okay?
Okay.
Ask for protection. Ask for guidance. And if you find favor with him, maybe you'll hear him.
Wow. That'd be amazing.
It is.
Thank you. Luckily, we don't have jealous gods here.
Well, Torm's not jealous. So just like I said, do good, do right, protect the ones you love. In who knows?
Do good, do right, protect my mom. Okay.
All right. But as far as combat, I'm gonna leave that up to your mother. That's a can of worms I'm not going to open up.
What's a can?
It's a tin. It's a
What's a
vessel.
tin?
It's a vessel.
It's a jar.
Oh. Yeah,
It's a jar
I
made
knew
of
what a
metal.
jar- Oh.
A jar made of metal. Very rare where I come from. I was actually pretty surprised when I saw it myself. Anyway,
Blouts wants to approach the mom.
Uh-oh.
She like raises an eyebrow. Something I can help you with?
So you have that anchor, Ja. You can beat
Yeah.
a lot of people with that.
I have before too.
I don't doubt you, but sometimes it might get stuck. I know this of a big heavy metal object. So he's going to reach on his belt and he's going to unlatch his sheathed short sword that he never uses, and he's going to offer the sheath and sword to her.
For free?
Ja.
She kind of looks you up and down. Are you hitting on me?
No. I'm trying to avoid being hit,
You trying to get
but
some?
also making sure if no,
You want some?
I'm trying.
I appreciate this.
Ja, this will help protect Borin. That's how you pronounce it, Ja.
Yes. Boren. She like gives you a
Yeah.
hug and like like just a quick kiss on the cheek, and then she turns around to the other women. She's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Ladies, it's a man.
Blouts will just walk away, confused.
She sets the anchor down. It's like looking at the sword. This is nice.
It is a nice sword. It is from Kryn, so it has some like small dragon insignias on the guard.
oh,
Nice leather handle, solid
she's in
steel blade.
15. You see her moving around her arm. It looks like she's held a sword before.
Well, okay, guys.
Very nice to meet y'all.
Yes, very nice to meet you all.
Stay safe.
The older woman is like, "Please come back."
Well, if we all get
After
eaten
we
by a
take care of
giant
the
worm,
forest.
The redhead woman says, "In all seriousness, I don't think y'all should go."
well, I don't. Think
We were
have
kind
much
of directed
choice.
by very powerful individuals that they want us to take care of things. So, off we go. Our boss.
But before you go, there's a sort of ritual. Up on the doorpost, people would carve their names in the door before they go off into the forest itself. Nobody who's listed is seen again. But just for old time's sake, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, I'm gonna put my name on there if everybody who's on there doesn't come back.
Right?
It's in memory.
We
of them.
break the mold.
All right, fine.
It's just out of respect for the dead because they're all dead.
All right.
Where's the?
Seltra's eyes are gonna like the purple rings on his eyes are gonna flash real quick. He's gonna cast detect magic on it to see if it's like a cursed name board.
Yep.
It's a dead
There's nothing magical around.
All right.
In a
Fine.
mundane tavern.
I'll carve my
Arv.
name on the doorpost.
All right. So on your way out of the tavern, you look at the doorpost itself to the tavern, and you see a lot of names. There's easily 30 names here.
Yeah.
They're carved in all different kinds of angles, all different kinds of depth of carving. Some of them are deep, some are light. Some of them looks like they put more effort into writing. Some of them looks like they barely could write.
Mavari,
Hmm.
enjoy your time up top.
Sure, it was quite boring.
You didn't talk to Ganyel.
He's not the best conversationalist.
What do you mean? He talks perfectly.
And dragon, and not all of them speak it.
So,
He's a great listener.
Mavari,
Hmm.
were you sitting down in the forest the whole time?
Yeah, she was kind of like crouched underneath the by the bar.
So I don't know if you guys have ever just sat down and did nothing. Like, I don't know, in a park, on your yard, or anything. But if there's a car that drives by, you can sometimes feel the vibration, smell it. If you're not listening to anything, if you're just sitting there, you can feel different things. And if you have a passive perception of, I believe it's 19?
It's 18.
18. Ugh, okay, never mind. You don't notice anything. That's fine. So, I will say that once or twice you felt a slight vibration.
Which
That's
is not a normal thing to feel when you're just sitting on the ground in a random place.
Yeah.
Got it.
Unless the T-Rex walks by.
That's true.
As soon as Blouts is upstairs, he's going straight outside towards the forest.
Oh.
Let's get going.
Are you going into the forest?
Name?
Oh, he already carved his name. He's going to step out into the forest for a second.
So this is going to seem morbid, but just in case anybody dies, are you all carving your first name into the door, or your first and last
Nope.
names, or?
I'll
Sure,
tell.
do it. Why not? What's the
I'll
worst
do
that
it.
happens?
I'll
What's the
tell
worst that can happen?
Mavari
I
about
actually
that.
die?
I'll tell Mavari about the little tradition. She's like, did you wanna carve your name into the?
Sure.
All right. So I guess I'll definitely carve my name.
Said there's
Alright.
no magic on this.
Blouts will do it after he does what he's going to do, but everybody can do what they're doing first.
Mavari will carve her name in Infernal. So it looks like a bunch of weird lines to everybody.
Yeah.
Other than Sultra.
And myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
y'all
So
ready?
Blouts.
I was waiting for Blount's thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As he steps out into the forest, we are in a forest, correct?
You are in a forest. As soon as you step outside the tavern, you're in a forest. As you get towards the darker area, it turns a little more into a swamp. Like, you can kind of see signs of it as it is, but yeah, you're in a forest.
Okay. As he steps out into the forest, his eyes will begin to flash and his wings will extend, and he's going to cast Primeval Awareness, and because it's in his favored terrain, it goes for 6 miles.
Jesus.
Okay, so tell me exactly what that does, please.
Primeval Awareness is a very cool thing. Let me just re-pull it up because it's a long description.
Well, you're the one who
Cut
wanted
off
to do it.
this
What the hell?
You have Twitchy
Mhm.
internet
Yeah.
today.
For 1 minute per level of spell slot you expend, which I'm doing it at first, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are within 6 miles of you if you're in your favorite terrain: aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Would you mind going over the list one more time?
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
All of the above.
You detect. Give me 1 second.
If anybody sees Blouts, he has his spectral wings fully extended out with almost like an aura of a giant silver dragon portraying off of him for a minute.
Yeah, I got defensive for a second. I thought something struck at you and missed.
Yeah.
You think you sense some type of dragon, but it doesn't feel right. Like you're like, oh, I sense a dragon. Then you're kind of thinking about it a little bit. You're concentrating. You're feeling it, and you're like, no, that's not a dragon. I don't know what that is.
Blouts can detect Geniel as well, but he knows Geniel and exactly where he is. So, in comparison, it feels wrong.
Yes. Like it does not
Okay.
feel like Ginyel, but it almost has the same sense a little bit. But comparing the two, they're different.
Apples to oranges.
Yes. By the way, I
After a
hate
minute-
Granny apples.
Do you hate Granny Smith apples?
I don't know why. They're just bitter.
Oh, they're my
It's too
favorite
sweet.
apple.
I don't like Granny Smith either.
They're the opposite of sweet. What?
I don't like sweet. I like sweet foods. So.
Maybe it's
That's
the
fair.
bitterness.
Yeah, it's not a red delicious, which is a bitter.
A bitter pill. All right, I'll go prepare the cart.
Yes,
For the
it is
trip.
1 in the afternoon. I know y'all had talked about wanting to wait till the next morning to go out, but you wouldn't actually gain that much of the day. So I don't know if you really want to wait in a whole nother day. Could you basically be sitting around for 9
Half
hours?
a day.
Yeah.
Prepare the cart.
By the time we get there, it'll be about dark.
Check on the egg.
You are right outside the forest. Like, you are a few hundred feet from the dark and grossness of what is the Maklasos forest.
No, we got about 8 hours, you'd say. 7.
Why do you keep getting lower? I started at 10. Or 9.
Oh, all right.
Give him another minute. We'll be at 5.
That's up to y'all.
Am I alive?
You're
Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome back, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, after the minute, the draconic energy will disappear, and he'll have a disturbed look on his face.
What'd you find?
There's something wrong nearby.
Demon, celestial, undead, dimensional being.
It's
What'd you?
it's almost like a dragon, but it's not.
So dragonkin?
No, not dragonkin.
Sure doesn't
Worm.
know about worm.
We're supposed to beware the great worm. It must be the worm.
Why would
He should go.
we beware the great worm if it's just a ground worm?
Depends on how big that worm is.
That's fair.
That's my concern.
We should continue on, so.
Yes.
All right. Start
All right.
the. You said the forest turns into kind of a swamp.
Yes. So it's only a few hundred feet. Like, you can see visually the difference from the tavern itself. Looking through the forest, you can see where it's right now. You can see the sunlight coming through the foliage. The trees almost seem shorter. It's not as dark. The trees don't have moss around the bottom of them. But looking out, those of you who are perceptive as a superhero, you can see that the trees start getting like moss and algae around them. The trees get taller, older looking. The bark has more of a crumbly look to it. There is no sunlight going through, or if there is, you can't even see from this distance, which Celtra is the only one happy about. But yeah, so I don't know how you want to approach. I am going to say I'm going to move your characters to that map, but I want you to be cautious, because if you see something, that means it sees you too, and we're going to roll initiative. So I'm going to move you, but don't move. Not yet. So you are approaching from the western side. Which direction do you want to go? I'll remind you, there was Terras, which was -8, 3, and then Megalo Skuliki, which was 10, -8. Tyr had hinted at what it could be. You do have, or you saw the map, and you have 2 copies of it, I believe, with the cross in the middle. So I don't know how you want to deal with that, but just let me know where you want to go.
Well, we're in the middle, we should be able to go straight forward and
Well, you're
go left around the.
You're not in the middle of the forest. You're entering on the west side of the forest. So who's taking the lead here? How are you doing it? You got a ranger in his favorite terrain. Actually, I don't know. Swamps are different than forests, huh?
Swamps. I actually don't know if swamps are covered in 5th edition. Are they?
Fuck if I know.
I
Never
believe
played
they
ranger.
are.
Okay, then that would be different. Yeah.
Is there a list of favorite terrain somewhere? That'd help.
Hold on, let me just double check.
No.
Favored terrain 5e.
Sure.
Clesis. What? Oh.
That is a lot of
that-
scrolling.
Damn it. Whatever.
I don't see shit. Oh. There it is. Swamp is one. So there's Arctic, coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountain, swamp, or the Underdark.
Yeah.
I like
So
how
no,
they
I
separate
don't-
forest, grassland, and swamp, but then the Underdark is just the whole thing.
Yeah. Even though that should be like cave or underdark.
I might give you lower DC or something, because it's close to the same to me.
Well, if according to the map, if I can see this properly, we should just need to go forward and a little to the left. That tree looks familiar.
I have one question.
Yes.
Has it been an hour since we left the Oh wait, yeah, it has. Never mind.
Since you left the tavern?
Yeah.
You
No.
only traveled 300 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you stood there and you did your little dragon thing, but that was, what, a minute?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say you have like 45 minutes left at least, probably. Because it wouldn't have taken that
Okay.
long. Well, are y'all taking the cart?
Did you guys want to take the cart? I was going to, but if we're just gonna walk and
Not through a swamp.
no, I can make it fair.
I don't know. I'm a little leery about like any sort of monsters that we might encounter.
Okay, so I guess we won't bring it.
All right. So you guys come cartless. Like I said, you got 45 minutes left on whatever you're doing. You do see a tree that looks familiar to you, Tyr, but like I said, these trees are really tall. Like this one's probably easily 50 feet tall, and it looks like they even get larger. Thicker trunks, taller branches. There's a little light shining behind you, but in front of you, it looks like it's spots every now and then. Other than that, it's dark.
Hey, Seltzer, you still got that water walking item, and how many times a day?
Oh, you mean this ring? As long as I
Oh, it's a
wear it, I
ring?
can. Yeah, as long as I wear it, I can just walk on water.
Oh, okay, so it's not cast on multiple people.
Nah.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Swamps are generally a lot of water. Thought I'd ask.
How many people can I cast this on?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I was gonna levitate everybody and just drag them with me.
I mean, it's not difficult terrain or anything, so I don't want you to have to waste a spell slot for flavor. Like, I like it and
Fair.
everything, but I don't want to do that to you. Not yet.
Fair enough. Okay. I think we should be okay for right now.
Go.
Okay. I mean, I trust you.
All right. If worse comes to worse, I can just levitate you.
So you can actually see, looking at the map itself, the one I gave you, that there are darker areas where you can see it gets kind of into like the watery swamp areas. So you'll have difficult terrain there, but otherwise, you're good. You're fine. Just treat it as a smelly grassland.
It's stinky.
Yes.
It smells of elderberries.
March on.
March on.
All right. So as you march, who's taking the lead?
I'll take the lead.
We poked
What?
the dog.
Bots will stand beside her. Pass without trace is still up, surprisingly.
No. All right.
Wait, where
How
are
far
we
did
going?
y'all go?
Yeah, wait, where are we
Great.
going? As I stare into the woods.
This is great.
We're
Forward and to the left.
How-
Okay. All right. So we're going.
How
We're
far?
going this way.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
10 steps, take one to the left.
Okay, so 10 steps. 1, 2, 3.
So y'all creep slowly through this forest swamp area. As you go through for a little bit, you can see there is a shallow swamp pond on your right, coming up to it. It's not deep, but it's sloshy. You can see like little fish in there.
I look nervously at it. I don't want to fight Worm. Where to next? Tier.
Again, forward and one step to the left every 10.
So one step to the...
Take one step to the left.
Sounds in my head.
Then, take one step to the left.
I'm
One
so excited.
cube, and then forward. Till we hit the water, and then we just follow it around on the left.
6. Hold on, that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
10.
All right.
I look behind me and I'm like, guys, don't leave me out here. And
Laurel travels slowly as everybody watches from a distance as she travels through the swamp area.
I step to the left again.
And
And I'm
you
like-
can see, like, as you're getting away from that little water, the land does look like it's drying up a little bit, becoming more of like a clay up here where there is no swamp area.
Okay. So, are we out of the swamp already?
No, you're not
No.
out of the swamp. You're just in a drier area.
Okay. So, do I take more 10 paces?
Yep, 10 and 1, 10 and 1. Just keep going through the swamp like this.
4, 6, 7, 8, and I stop. I'm at 8.
Yeah, you stop.
And
I said it until we get to the water, and then follow it left.
You kind of see that Laurel just looks just a little nervous. Like, generally, she's
Yeah,
pretty
you see
brave.
a large body of water in front of you. This is the one that
Now
it
just
looked
follow
pretty big.
Blouse. He's going the right way.
Okay. Like, generally, she's pretty brave, but, like, given the fact that everybody gave their opinions on, like, the worm, she's not excited about this. She's thinking of
Ultra
some...
is staring out at the water like, I could walk on this.
No, Seltzer, don't you dare. I can't follow you if you do.
Ugh,
You
fine.
should do it.
Walk
I'll walk.
around.
Whoop, whoop.
Is this
And
giant
look
white
at that.
cross real?
Oh, hush. No, that's not real. That's so that
We
I
should
can
be
see where
coming
numbers
up on
are.
it according to the map.
Okay. What
Should-
landmark are we looking for?
Something wormish. That tree should be about where the middle of the lake is. Or where the mark should be.
Okay. I guess I will gingerly look over this tree.
You look at the tree, it is very wet. You can see that the odd part of this is that a little over your head to where you have to look up a little bit. You've been around boar. You've hunted them, stuff like that. And it looks a little bit like a boar rubbing on the tree. The problem is that it's a little over your head.
At first, I'm like, "Oh, ooh, boar," and then I look up and I'm like, "Oh, ooh."
Ooh, boar.
Either something dragged a boar up this tree, or there's a very big pig around here.
I'm thinking dragonish, but not quite.
Mm. I hope it's a dragon. Please let it be a dragon. And I
Swamp dragons are kind of dangerous.
I look like up into the tree to
Not
see
a
if I
good.
see any like signs of like a corpse.
I
No.
probably just rubbed it.
I will say, so make a perception check.
Gotcha.
And Mabari, because you're so perceptive, is there anything you want me to let you know about specifically as you guys move through here?
I'm looking out for like tracks. I'm trying to see if I can feel that vibration, if it's stronger than it was when we were at the little tavern.
You have felt it. And there are... Make a nature check.
Ooh, that. Ugh.
That's a 22
Oh, okay,
for my
it's not
perception.
bad.
All right. So I will say, so Laurel, unlike everywhere else, you see a tree. You see a bird flutter out of the top of the tree.
It was 22. Okay. Well, no pig corpse in tree.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. You haven't noticed any tracks.
Okay, so if this is the possible tree tier, do you know Are we supposed to do something? Are we supposed to go under the tree?
Well, it should be a few feet forward. Hold on, just let me look at this again just a second.
Okay.
Should be somewhere around there
Here.
and down, closer to the water's edge.
I look at the water's edge. I just look kind of like scoot a little close.
I was kind of hoping this was where the body was buried. We could dig up whatever the fuck they buried here. But
Well,
I
there
got
are
a shovel.
Well, hold on. Now there's nobody around. And then I will I'll actually like turn into my hybrid form, where I have like big old paws, and I'm like I can dig. Keep an eye out for worm, please.
Mavari, move back. That's where the mud's going.
Yeah, that's definitely where the mud's going. And then I just start digging, just through the mud, trying not to think about giant swamp worm. Seltzer, get out of the water!
I'm not in the water. I'm on the edge of the water.
So you guys are on the edge, the very end of this water that is easily well over 100 feet wide, or long, I'm sorry. And then wide, it's probably about 50, 60 feet. And you are digging at the edge of it as Seltra creeps onto the edge of it, just kind of looking around.
Seltzer, get away from the water!
Fine.
He's playing bait, don't worry.
No!
And how long do you want to dig?
Oh god. I'll dig for maybe like a good 10, 15 minutes. And then I'll look up out of the hole and I'm like, are we supposed to be looking for a corpse?
You're the one with the quest that was sent here.
I was told that all I was told was just to come here. They never told me what I was supposed to be looking for.
We heard about the local legend that a deity was buried here by Zeus.
I shrug my shoulders and I go back down in the hole.
All I got to play with.
All right.
So, dig down, start frustrated, I haven't spoken
Be
to you in a
careful,
long
if that
time.
wall
Dig
falls
through
in, you're going to get a lot of water.
Yeah.
So, Laurel, as you're down there digging, you kind of feel / hear something. And you almost feel like it's local in your head. You hear this, are you what?
Am I what?
And it feels like a very curious thing. You almost feel somebody watching you and studying you as you hear this in your head.
I'm looking. I stop for a minute. I look around, and then I yell up from the hole, no sign of worms.
I mean, I imagine they'd all be down there.
Yeah. I'm
Mavari,
leaning towards that too.
Just get this
what are you
little
doing
look
while
back
she's digging?
I'm watching the water,
Okay.
planting
I'm
my feet
watching
to
the
feel
woods.
the vibrations again. Because I don't think I did not mention the vibrations to the party.
Nope.
Okay.
there. No, you didn't.
So you're standing there, feet dug. Are you out of your shoes like when somebody's on the beach and you're just kind of feeling it?
No, that's gross.
Sorry, I forgot you're a lady. All right. So you're standing there looking out of the water, and you feel it behind you,
Feel it.
a little bit to your left, and you feel it more than you did when you were actually sitting on the floor. You are not, madam, picking up good vibrations.
The no good vibes here. Mavari will look out at the party and she'll tell you to stop. Something is up here.
Did you see something?
I can feel it. It was very faint at the tavern, but it's so much stronger here.
Bad feelings or something?
There's a vibration in the ground.
I'm in the hole. I look down at my feet. I'm like,
How about you get out of the hole?
yeah, I'll get out of the hole, and I start climbing my way out of the hole, and I shake all the mud off. What? Where?
Tyr, what's your passive perception?
Let's see. 17?
All right. So as Mavari is the perceptive one of the group, and she's telling everybody this, you're kind of looking in the direction she's talking about, and then you feel what she's talking about, except for it's behind you and to your right.
Oh, I think there's a few of them. I think I feel one over here.
What do you feel? What is it?
Feels like something moving under the ground, maybe. It's a trimmer kind of thing.
Should we climb the trees?
Doesn't look like from that tree it's going to help us much.
If something is large enough to cause the ground to tremor, I don't think climbing a tree is going to help us.
Nothing to do with climbing the trees. It has everything to do with the fact that it could be sensing that we're standing here. We need to get into a tree so it can't sense us.
Doesn't
We're
Seltra
kind of in
the
the
rope
dark
thing?
here.
Sure went to the bathroom.
He's gone.
You see Seltra out there, and it looks like his clothes are moved to the side, and he's spreading his legs, and you hear this stream of water, and you're like, oof, oh wait.
Damn it. Like, Seltra, there's no time for a potty break.
He just holds up a hand and kind of waves you off, like, yeah, just give me a minute.
What's up? I'm sorry, I had to pee.
How tall is the trees here?
Right now in the center of this area, they're easily 60 feet tall, maybe taller. And the trunks, root areas, are about between 5 and 10 feet wide.
Hi.
How
Please.
tall up there are them branches? Are they just bushy, lots of branches, or?
So the branches start like at the base, kind of spread out separate by themselves, only about 20, 30 feet up.
Tree climb.
Rope trick. The dimension we went to.
Are we doing
I'll take
that?
a look.
I'll cast rope trick on a rope. I'll what's it called?
I'll stay here.
into a tree, and I'll cast rope trick, and all aboard who's getting aboard, I guess.
Yes, indeed. And I will make sure that people start going up before I go up.
I teleport to the limbs 30 feet above me.
Alrighty.
Tier.
I'm
Dear,
not
what do you-
running across to get in the tree full of bait.
We're not in a tree. We're in a pocket dimension.
Yes, we're gonna be in a pocket dimension.
Damn it.
Just
Shit,
sprint.
I didn't think about that.
Just sprint. Just leg it.
Y'all are gonna make me do this all day.
Right.
Are we leaving?
No, we're not.
just
No,
in
we're
the-
just.
I think you might need to explain what rope trick is.
Rope trick creates a little it makes a rope basically hang down like it's a attic. See,
Okay.
like an attic ladder, and then you climb up it, and at the top of the rope is a pocket dimension that can fit 6 people.
Can you see out of it?
Yes, you can see out of it.
Oh, okay. Then teleport 30 feet over here to catch the rope trick and go up it.
Oh no, LFD is going to be left out. He's going to stay with the bag.
I could tie it to him and we could pull the rope up.
He can't go. Oh no, he can't go up in there. If
Well, we will find out what happens.
if he has the bag, he can't go in there. Yes,
Danielle just flies up.
We'll all die if he goes in there.
More the bag can't go.
Wait,
Yeah,
how many people
sorry,
can go in there?
Huh?
How many people?
6.
Oh, okay.
Sophie's choices already. Like, I don't know, that's only one of you. Okay, yeah, no, we're up the rope.
All right.
I haven't used rope tricks since the original D&D, not even advanced. So,
Who's ready for some fun?
I'm terrified of what
And
this word thing is gonna be.
Danielle is up with us. He can
we
fly.
loved you.
All right.
No, he's still there.
So you can see down, as if you're looking through the hatch of an airplane. You can see directly down, a little bit out from it in a radius. How many feet up was it? 30?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see roughly, probably a radius of 30 feet on the ground.
So
something
about
that.
like we're looking at the bat.
Yeah, a little bit. So you're sitting up there a little bit. Do you want to roll stealth checks, or are you just gonna? How do you
We
want to?
should be in another dimension.
Pass Without Trace is still active, so
But are
I'm
you
down for it.
talking?
I will cast. I will do stealth check because we don't want it to know we came in here,
Yeah.
other dimension or not.
All right. So what'd y'all get?
I got 33.
Damn.
A 15.
Yeah.
17.
Ooh, nice.
35.
Jesus, dude.
16.
That's a lot.
Pass without a trace.
All right. So you guys are up there. You're being quiet. If you're talking in whispers, and you feel confident that nothing will hear you. Probably about 10, 15 minutes go by, and you hear the vibration. You can't feel it anymore, but you hear it. James, give yourself inspiration if you don't have it. As you're watching LFD, you hear this, and you see something run over, and I want LFD to roll initiative. Actually, everybody roll initiative, but LFD and this creature are going to act first.
Hold on. Let me... I think LFG's initiative is +2.
Well, just put him with you, but
Okay.
he'll be the only one acting in this first round.
Be better than. Oh no.
That doesn't
Oh
sound
no!
Oh no.
good. What is it?
Oh no!
It's a natural 1 for a 5.
Oh no. Celtra out of 5. I believe that's the lowest ever.
Oh yeah, no, it's bad.
Oh. Blouts, what'd you get?
Oh, natural 1 for a 5.
Oh, this is not good. Laurel.
A 16.
Okay. Nice. I don't know why I got 133 there, but whatever. Mavari.
16.
Oh, you have a better dex, I'm assuming?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
I like the oh yes. Okay, Tyr.
I have a 16.
Mate, what? Really?
Yep.
Alright, what's your dex?
2.
So Mavari, yours is?
Better.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright. So
5. 1.
So here's what's gonna happen. This is essentially a surprise round. So this creature and LFD will act, and then we'll go in a normal initiative. So you guys are up there about 10, 15 minutes. You're looking down at LFD. LFD, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just sitting there, maybe looking up, maybe looking around, kind of sentinel mode. But you're just looking down at him, and you hear this.
To be fair, before this goes any further, LFD can't be surprised. All right, go.
Oh, that's why he's acting.
Okay, I didn't know if that was the case. All right, go ahead.
I got
just
you
wanted
good.
to- All right, cool.
All right. So then all of a sudden, you guys just see this large back. And as this hunched over creature is running very, very fast, and it runs up to scoop up LFD in his mouth.
Oh no!
As you indeed do see, Mr. James, a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Are you
Is that a
fucking
dragon?
shitting me?
I
Is
am
that a trick?
A fucking what?
a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Isn't
What?
that a dragon without wings?
What on earth is that thing?
Only
Why
if you
is
play
that-
Monster Hunter.
Why is that dragon so wrong?
That might be the best thing ever.
I've never heard of a dragon without wings. What the hell?
Why is its arm so tiny?
Aw,
Oh, LFD!
don't pick on it. So,
No,
Why does it-
just won't hurt it.
Why does it look like Jar Jar Binks?
let's go back real quick to what Zeus said. He said, I will fill it with reptiles with 10 times the strength of man and the hunger of the void. Welcome to fighting a fucking dinosaur.
Let's do this shit, yeah!
Alright, LFD. It does go first because natural
They're
one.
old garbage.
If you have any avoiding things, this might be the time. However, it's not.
LFD does take the dodge action automatically.
Alright, so I
Unless
will
I
roll.
make it do something else.
Jesus. I will make it roll disadvantage.
I don't think it matters.
Bruh. So I rolled a 19 and a natural 20.
Well, the 19 hits, but it's not a natural 20, so he
All right.
might survive.
Yeah, the 19 was actually the first roll, so that's fun. Okay, so LFD takes 28 points of piercing damage.
Sweet Jesus.
If the target is medium or smaller, it is grappled. DC impossible. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained and the Tyrannosaurus can't bite another target. So that's fun. But it keeps on going because that's how this works. He ran... Jesus. And then you guys see him keep moving.
He's absconding with LFD.
Yeah, you can see LFD in his mouth. Does LFD make any noises as he's being taken away?
He makes the screaming noise R2 makes before he runs into a wall. No, my robot. I need
right.
those parts back.
So, at that moment, Mavara, you see this. What would you like to do as you are the first to act in essentially round one? You can
Cool.
see it, but barely. Like, you can see its back legs, its long tail slithering out. It is easily 50 feet long, something like that. Counting its tail and head, by the way. Like, tip to tip.
Nose to toes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like I baffled.
What
I
does one do?
What
I
does
actually have something for this.
Oh,
Mavari will put her hand out and her eyes will glow, and you'll watch the water start to form up towards the T-Rex as I have control water.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use it to direct the flow of the water, and I can make I can make a wall for it, but I can like essentially control the water, cause it to flood. There's a whole bunch that I could do, but I'm trying to like slow it down or keep it from going any further, like surround it by the water.
You want to stop this giant creature.
I can also use it to like slam into it or make a whirlpool.
I'll tell you what, here's what we'll do.
Okay.
On its turn, I'll roll against your DC, and if it fails, then it will be at half move with the water pushing against it.
Okay.
But I'm going to say
I
water can't
can make a
lock down.
wall of water.
Does that have any rules on that? Because
It says until the spell ends, you control any freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. You can choose from an area of flowing effects when you cast the spell as an action. On your turn, you can repeat the same effort or choose a different one. I can choose flood, part water, redirect flow, whirlpool, and then I can like make a wall of water as well.
so with the wall of water, there's no like, doesn't tell you anything.
It's a very long spell.
Does it?
Okay, flood. It causes all standing water in an area to rise to 20 feet in an area. Includes a shore. The flooding water spills over onto dry land. So I can make the water go to 20 feet.
Okay, so do you want to do that? Because it says
Yeah.
any huge or smaller, I don't know, that's why it says vehicle, but that's fine.
Yeah, because my range for the spell is 300 feet, and I can make it a cube of like 100 feet, it says.
A 25% chance of capsizing? Can you capsize a T-Rex, lady? This is
I'm gonna
ridiculous.
do my best, I guess.
So there's,
He's not
I
taking
don't,
LFD, though.
I don't see anything about a wall. That's the thing. Like there's,
It says I can flood the water as much as 20 feet tall.
he has a 25 strength. That's why I'm saying like I'm not sure this water
I mean,
could
like,
stop him, and he's already on the move.
Yeah, but it's still difficult terrain.
Okay, so yeah, we can put a difficult terrain and then
That slows him down at least a little.
Yeah. All right, so we'll do that, and then if you want to read between now and then, I don't know, fucking just Google it and see if you can find something. All right, so after that, somebody, Tyr, it is your turn. You can see this flooded water in the area, and the smell grows with it. But what would you like to do?
I will haste Laurel.
That's always a good idea.
Yes.
And I would like to note, you guys are still up there, so if you want to stay safe, stay up there.
I'm still like this muddy werewolf. What? Yes.
You're already fast. You should be able to catch it.
She could have done it a lot faster if you could have done this earlier.
I mean, okay.
Are we? I assume we're not leaving LFD to be eaten, crunched, and destroyed.
Of course not. We're gonna go get LFD.
I love how that's a question. Like, are we actually saving him, or?
Oh, we're going to save him. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to LFD.
And
Well, there you go.
Seltra, where you are, I'm gonna put the circle of that's where the rope trick is.
Okay.
So that's where everybody will be coming from. So Laurel, you can hop down. I'm sorry. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn, Tyr?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. So Laurel, you can hop down, run 10 feet. It is difficult terrain as you see floodwaters all over this place, and you can smell the swamp water. It's not great.
Oh god,
But-
gross.
You catch up to it. You see LFD in his mouth, and he is facing away from you. This lizard is long. You are not even as tall as its hind legs
Yeah,
as
no.
you run up
especially-
to it.
If the water is 20 feet deep, that means I'm swimming, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, this got awkward.
Okay, I splash into the water.
Don't go
like,
into the water.
like, damn it! And then I'm just swimming. And if I can, I would like to grab on to either the side of this thing or this thing's leg and start to climb it.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and roll an athletics check, because
Hell
otherwise
yeah.
we got to go to underwater rules, which I am currently reading.
No, please. This is gonna be awful for me.
That's one ugly mount for a paladin, by the way.
17.
All right, so yes, you manage to grab hold of its muscle and just pull yourself up and use its spine to keep pulling yourself up, and you could feel it kind of shaking a little bit, but for the most part, it's focused on its quote-unquote meal.
Crunchy meal.
Little dog toy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my movement. And then I'm going to balance myself on its back, take out my sword, and then stab into it.
Sure.
17.
A 17, will hit.
Okay, I was gonna be a little scared when you
Sorry.
said it didn't. I was like, oh.
It's a large
Okay.
creature, doesn't have a great AC.
Okay,
So it's 20-foot high flood swamp water with this paladin riding a dinosaur while swinging down at it.
this is easily. Are you kidding? Oh my god, that's minimum damage. 7.
Ooh.
And then another hit, another swing.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, 26.
Yes, that'll hit.
Oh, I forgot that I get radiant damage onto it. A 1d6 radiant damage. There we go. Much better. 14.
Yes, ma'am. 14 points of damage. You got it.
Let my little buddy go.
Yes. No, I'm hungry. That's fine. All right.
That's okay. I'll eat you.
So this is fun. Next, it's the T-Rex. So it does have to roll to hit the person in its mouth, but he has advantage because it's restrained. And then,
Crunch.
even if you're on it, it can use its tail to swing at you. So let's see if he
Highly
gets
articulate tail.
a very angry meal first. Now, I've been doing this wrong. Shift for advantage, not control. Oh, terrible roll. 18 to hit LFD?
18 to hit LFD?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that hits.
It was a
LFD
2
blew up.
on the first one. All right. 27 points of piercing damage.
LFD blew up.
Oh. How many hit points did he have?
He had 18.
Oh, damn, that's right. All right. So, Laurel, you're sitting there and you stab him twice, and it is, in its mouth as his jaws clench shut. And he opens his mouth as you see parts of LFD drop out of it into his water. And then you see his eyes as he turns his head and looks back at you. And you're looking at him as you feel... Don't be mad at me.
Oh no.
You feel this swift, surprising hit of a tail. Very, very surprising. As I forget how to copy and paste.
Oh shit, wait, no. I have inspiration. Can I make him re-roll it?
Yeah, alright. I'm kind of got the flavor out there, but that's fine. Alright, so he re-rolls. It's a 16 to hit.
Oh, thank God that doesn't
Okay.
Wait! No!
So you feel the wind of this thick tail swinging around, and you duck as you see it out of the corner of your eye, and you over your head. And then
that could have been bad.
you know what? And it's actually Becca. Did you find anything different?
Well,
That's
it
good.
just says that I can raise the water when I use the flood ability. The other abilities or the other stuff doesn't really help in the situation other than making a whirlpool, but that kind of puts Laurel at
Yeah.
in jeopardy as well. So just flooding the area is what I can do.
All right. So he moves slower than usual. You can feel the muscles in his legs as he's forcing his way through this flood water. I don't know how far it's going to go, but fuck it. To where he only can go 25 feet with you on his back. And then everybody else, he is out of sight. Seltra, you see LFD on the ground, or I'm sorry, floating in this water and maybe starting to sink as you're like, my little buddy, my friend. And he takes off to the northwest with Laurel on his back. Laurel, you're going for a ride. After that, Seltra, what do you want to do?
Seltra's gonna drop down from the thing, and because I have the ring of water walking, this is not difficult terrain for me.
You just kind of land on the water, and actually it's 20 feet up, so you just drop 10 feet. Oh, you dropped 10 feet. That was fine. You're very acrobatic.
Alright.
You're fine.
And it's not far enough away that I can't catch up to it.
Nah.
And I'm gonna pull out my scimitar and shield, and I'm gonna take 2 swings on this thing.
Alrighty.
For hitting my robot.
I don't know how far it's flooded up, so we're just gonna say you're right. It's like back hind legs, and you swing at it. It has a very low AC, so you're good.
Not a natural 1 low.
Oh.
18 for the second hit.
I apologize for saying anything. An 18 will hit though.
All right. Is it immune to poison?
It is not.
So that's 13. That's 8 force damage, 5 radiant damage, and I need it to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. Because it's going to be a lot of math.
Nice.
Let me do this first. He's at this. Okay. Constitution saving throw. You know what? Not as good as you think he'd be. That's a 9.
That's a failure.
Oh dear. This is gonna hurt real bad.
24 poison damage.
Oh my god.
He rolled really good. I rolled really good.
He
That was a
screams
4,
out in
that was a
pain.
2, 4, 8, and 10.
I'm not gonna try to imitate a T-Rex screaming out in pain, but just assume it sounds really horrifying. Is there anything else you would like to do?
As my bonus action, I'm going to use telekinetic shove to push it right here. Or try. So it needs to make me a strength saving throw.
I kind of want to give him advantage because of the water. That's giving him half movement. But, let's see. He rolls a 26. So I don't think he needs it.
Succeeds.
Yeah, he's a strong fella. He does lift, bro. Alright. So after that, Blouts, it is your turn. Gainiel, and you are up there. You saw Seltra drop down and take off running. On the water.
Well, I'm a drop down. And due to land stride, I do not have any difficult terrain problems.
Well, it's not difficult terrain because it's 20 feet deep. It's swimming.
I can swim.
Huh. Do you have a swim speed?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you have a swim?
I gained a swim speed. I have swim speed of 30 feet.
Son of a bitch. All right, go ahead. Fucking Mavari.
So I can get up next to it as well.
Yeah.
Just drop down and just go running at it at as fast as I can. And I'm going to command get and yell as a bonus action to move up and attack as well. But I guess it's time for me to roll.
Mm-hmm.
The first attack, that's an 11.
An 11, unfortunately, will not hit this very large, obvious to hit creature.
Second
Do
attack,
better.
27.
That'll do.
All right,
How close is that to a crit?
1.
Oof, rough.
So I have not activated my sword because I did not call that out. So, but Genyo will use his reaction to give me an extra 1d6 lightning damage.
Ouch.
That's going to be 11 points of slashing, 3 points of lightning,
Yes.
followed by Genyel making 1 attack
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
on his own.
This thing is bleeding a lot.
Yep. All right. Let me just 20 to hit,
A 20 will
not
hit.
natural. All right.
Who woke up today and thought they were fighting a T-Rex?
Nobody, I'm sure.
Not even close, but I am delighted.
We're having fun.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage, 1 point of lightning damage, as Blount will keep up with the the T-Rex with Genyel. Well, are you okay up there?
Yeah, this is actually way better than a worm.
This dragon's weird.
Yeah, no, I know, right? This is really strange, but I'm actually kind of having a good time with this one.
Well, if we
Okay,
can
so-
beat it down, maybe you can train it.
In my mind's eye, I
Paladin
see
might.
Laurel riding this thing, ducking the tail, and then raising her sword and like smiling as she goes to hit it again. Like, just having the time of her life.
All right,
Yeah.
that's turn.
All right, Mavari, you can't see them anymore, but you can just look down. So, yeah, there's that.
So I can't see them at all?
Not because you're up in the rope trick attic.
Got it.
But if you just like look out by laying down, you could.
Okay, I'm gonna look out. I can see the T-Rex still.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Oh, what are you gonna
Alright,
do?
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on it.
Oh,
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
no. I said oh because I thought it was Constitution.
Nope.
Okay. So let's bargain for Constitution.
Mm-mm.
I will give you a shiny gold coin. That's a 7.
Yeah, that's a fail.
He's not a wise guy.
So what is it when they're already hurt?
I think it's 2d10, or might
It's
be more.
2d12.
I don't like that at all. Let's go back to 2d10.
No. 20 points
Fuck, dude.
of necrotic damage. I rolled max.
Oh.
I rolled a 12
That's
on
fine.
one die.
Bar said, "Fuck that T-Rex."
Yeah, he looks very hurt. You can see this poison coursing through his veins as now he's running for his life. He didn't even get a good meal out of it. That's the shitty part. But you need to be careful as you fight this.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I hear somebody typing.
Damn it.
I know, right? I'm telling you, he's got to get a new keyboard.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Right. Tyr, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Miss very badly. I cast a chill touch on his ass, and I'm pretty sure his defense can't be that fucking low.
What'd you get?
10.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Is that the one that halves his speed?
If I catch him,
Ooh, that would have
But
been
I
very
don't.
good. Half speed in difficult terrain? That's fucked up, man.
no, that's the one that gives disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, all right. Is that the one that gives it advantage if they're undead?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fair. He's not undead. That one is in my portfolio though, because that's badass.
It's quite useful in certain situations.
Laurel.
But I missed.
Sorry. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm done.
All right, Laurel, you're riding this Tyrannosaurus Rex. He looks very wounded. You can see blackness, like kind of overtaking his veins under his scaly skin. You can see his muscles moving as he is now frantically running from the people right by him. He looks very worried.
Shame, noble creature. I'm going to.
Once it gets a taste for human blood, you gotta put him down.
Oh dear.
I will.
It ate LFD, not a human.
But he hasn't gotten to bite anyone yet.
Yeah. Come on,
Shame,
save
noble
this.
creature.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You could ride this
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
anytime you wanted to mount.
That's a headache and a half. I'll 15.
15 will hit.
Okay.
Oh,
let's
Okay.
see. Let's see.
I'll take the Griffin, you take the T-Rex, and we'll both have great mounts.
You know what? That actually sounds really cool. I mean, no, we're not doing this.
Why not?
Ah.
Why not? Just don't kill it.
I don't
think-
feel like this thing is gonna be. I don't feel like this thing is gonna want to be tamed by us.
It doesn't matter what it feels like. What matters is what we do.
Yeah, you're a fucking psychologist. Who gives a shit about his feelings?
I mean, what the fuck are we gonna do with a T-Rex? We gotta
Have
feed
it
that
pull
thing.
the car.
Just add it to the meat ridiculously heavy dinners.
Ooh, I could eat this thing.
Oh.
There's that too.
Oh yeah,
Well, so much for that.
hell yeah, barbecue T-Rex, let's go. It was a 15 to hit, and I do 12 damage.
12 damage. So you could see like scaly flesh hanging off this thing. You can see bare muscle and blood gushing out of this thing, but it is still alive, and it's its turn.
Wait, hold on. I still have one more hit. I just wanted
I
to
don't
see
like
if it would
that.
kill it. I just wanted to see if it would kill it.
Bummer.
Good, because it's going to try to bite you next.
17.
That'll hit.
All right, come on, baby, come on. 6 radiant damage. Ooh, 17.
17 points of damage.
Yeah.
And on its turn,
Ah.
it runs.
Oh, hey.
It doesn't even try to fight. It is frantic. It is
Aw.
dying,
Oh, well, now
and
I feel
it's
bad.
running. So, Seltra Blautzginyel, this thing has 3 hit points.
Oh, well, now I feel bad.
As it runs with Laurel on its back, go ahead
no.
and take your attacks of opportunity.
No, I'm rolling inspiration.
Bloutz, what'd you get?
I'm not
Aw.
getting a natural one. I'm using my inspiration. Fuck that.
Alright, alright.
Natural 20!
Oh, wow.
Dear. Alright. So I guess Seltra, Ginya, and Bloutz all get to hit it, but I'm gonna focus on Bloutz a little bit here because I'm assuming his attack's gonna be a little more flashier. Well, I don't know. Seltra, what'd you get to hit?
I got a 16. I was just gonna knock it out or like trip it with the chain, but if he got a natural 20, I don't think that's gonna fly.
No. All right, so go ahead and roll your nat 20 damage. I will remind you he has 3 hit points, so I don't know if you can do it, but let's give it a go.
And I max out one use of the weapon's damage, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Alright. Danielle will use his reaction to buff up this damage even further.
Of course, of course.
So as the beautiful, majestic creature begins running away, it's going to take 30 points of damage as electricity
God.
arcs over from Danielle's mouth over the sword as the shape of a lightning dragon surges through its body
That's bad.
through the blade.
All right. So, Laurel, you ride this thing like a surfboard. The flood has stopped. This thing skids on the ground, just kind of sliding for probably about 10 feet as it does run, easily at 60 feet. And you actually see in front of you, there is a cave. I'm just going to move you. In front of you. and you can see a large opening that this might have been what you were looking for. However, with the noise that you guys have made, the cries of this Tyrannosaurus Rex, as you look at this cave and you're like, hey, I think this is what we're looking for. You see slowly this head lower down. And you see another Tyrannosaurus Rex looking at you, and you can hear its nostrils flaring and breathing deeply.
Hello.
As you guys roll initiative next week.